Hi, everyone, and welcome to Junosphere, where we learn about a whole sphere of topics and how they are interconnected, just as we are all interconnected. The purpose of this video is to enlighten and entertain you. In this series, Juno explores the various types of divination. Although most folks have never even heard the word Apantomancy, millions of people worldwide are practicing it. Every time you avoid a black cat, notice the recurrence of seeing specific numbers or notice patterns occurring in nature. You are practicing Apantomancy. So you inquire, just what is it? Apantomancy derives from the Greek apantomai, which means to encounter, and mantiae, which means prophecy. Apantomancy is defined as being a form of divination based on articles at hand or living creatures that you encounter by chance. What messages do you think these animals are expressing? Let me know in the comments below. One branch of Apantomancy places special significance on chance meetings with animals. This form of divination overlaps with a number of other methods. For example, apantomancy is closely related to zoomancy. Zoomancy is a kind of divination that specifically interprets the symbolic associations of animals. Apantomancy has been practiced around the globe since Neolithic times, and there have been as many different interpretations as types of animals observed. In Europe, as well as the United States of America, cats, dogs, hares, bats, birds, and farm animals have been the types of animals interpreted more often than others. This form of divination was used in ancient Rome by the augurs. For more information about Roman augurs, please see my video titled Month of August Metaphysical. The word augur is the source of the word August. The superstition involving black cats crossing your path comes from this form of divination. However, in Britain and Japan, having a black cat cross one's path was considered good luck. There is no set standard interpretation in apantomancy. Interpretations of events depend upon the background of the seer. Another common superstition that is based on apantomancy is the belief that seeing a buzzard or vulture is an omen of death. Apantomancy is a method of prognosticating the future that you can practice anywhere while you are on the go. Imagine that you are on your way to an important event and you see a caterpillar on the way. What is the significance of this animal? Why is it in your path? Are your impressions influenced by the animal's colors and patterns? Do you keep seeing the number 3 or things appearing in threes? Why would the number 3 consistently make an appearance in your life? Do you feel that they are positive or negative? Apantomancy, like most methods of fortune telling, is different for each individual. To be proficient at it, it is vital to have a good foundation of the meanings of a wide variety of symbols. For example, many people view certain animals as adorable, while others recoil in fear or disgust from these same animals. What some folks view as a lucky sign, others see as a bad omen. In your day-to-day life, you may ask spirits for signs to guide you. If you find yourself needing to make an important decision, ask the spirits around you to give you a sign. Then, go for a walk. Anything that you see that stands out as being out of the ordinary can be a sign. If you feel it is a coincidence, ask for another sign, and so on. Soon you will be noticing patterns of repetitions, etc. Some signs are more obvious than others, although they still may be confusing. Typically, omens usually appear in the form of animals, but they can also be objects, numbers, and even the weather. You will know when something is significant because it appears repeatedly or in a strange place. For example, it is unusual for a fox to be seen running through the streets of a busy city. Some symbols that are seen commonly are the number 1, triangles, feathers, butterflies, hands, and cats. Curiously, the Apantomancer is often the only person who sees the signs. A friend who is accompanying you may not see what is obvious to you. If they do see it, they may have a different interpretation of its meaning. While you can look to books or other sources to learn about symbolism, or even related subjects such as dream interpretation, it is important to go with your gut. If your intuition tells you that an omen is positive, but a book is saying otherwise, trust your intuition. Always listen to your own inner voice and spirits before taking outside opinions. You may be a little skeptical at first and brush off an incident, chalking it up as sheer coincidence. But it is possible that the universe may try to convince you. Have you seen one sign? Soon you'll see another. Think it is a coincidence? Ask the spirits for confirmation, and then be open to receiving additional validation. Numerous superstitions have survived that people still believe may bring them good or bad luck. A spider seen running or spinning in the morning promises money, but it will bring sorrow if it happens at night. Seeing a bluebird means happy days ahead. If a dog follows a girl home, a handsome husband will follow the dog. Seeing a bat, a raven, or an ass foretells of an impending sickness. This method uses whatever object or event appears to the diviner. For example, an unexpected meeting with a chimney sweep could signify some useful knowledge acquired a little at a time, resulting in good luck, or opening a cupboard and suddenly finding a magnifying glass could refer to exceeding your financial limits. In ancient Babylonia, they splashed water 3 times onto a sleeping ox's head and then interpreted the future through 17 possible reactions. For example, if both eyes of the animal remained open, the answer was yes. If one stayed open, the answer was maybe. And if both eyes stayed closed, it meant no, or the absence of an answer at that time. In Western Africa, a tribe sprinkled nuts around a design drawn on the ground at dusk. In the morning, they would study the pattern of paw prints left by the jackals. They then interpreted how the future would unfold. An example of Apantomancy is the founding of Mexico City. It is believed that ancient Aztec diviners and soothsayers saw an eagle flying from a cactus plant, carrying a live snake. Thus, the city was founded on the spot indicated by the vision of the seers. This image is represented in the Mexican coat of arms today. Currently, in various parts of the world, Apantomancy is commonly demonstrated by their local superstitions. If dogs were heard howling at night, it meant that phantoms were about and foretold of an imminent death. If it was a person's own dog howling, it meant that death or disaster was on its way to someone in the household or nearby. In Portugal, it was thought to see a wolf is unlucky, while in Norway it was conversely viewed as a sign of good luck. Until the mid 19th century, if a four-legged animal, usually a dog, crossed the path of a fisherman while on the way to the harbor, it was a very bad sign for the fisherman and his boat. But keep in mind that not every chance encounter with an animal need be a harbinger of misfortune. In fact, if a rabbit crosses one's path from left to right, it is said to bring good luck. This is probably why the rabbit's foot became popular as a lucky talisman. However, some cultures believe that if a hare crossed the path from right to left, it foretold of a disastrous journey ahead. Piebald horses are thought to bring luck, and a person can make a wish on a piebald pony. However, this is only so long as they don't look at it ever again. Cats were considered to be extremely fortunate to have on board a ship, and not just to hunt for rats. If the cat tore up cushions or carpeting or acted in an uneasy manner, it was said the cat sensed the rising of the wind. Throwing a cat overboard was discouraged, for it meant that a fierce storm would ensue. Cat behavior was also an indicator of storms in America, where tornadoes are common. If a cat is intent upon finding a hiding spot or refused to come out, it could foretell a storm in the making. If cows lay down immediately after they are let out in the morning, it was believed that there would be a storm before the night is over. Additionally, if a mother cow did not bawl when her calf was sold, it was thought that there would soon be a death in the family. Cattle born or weaned during the waning of the moon, again, were not supposed to be good breeders. However, if a bull bellowed after looking at a person, it was thought that person stood to profit from good luck. So, as you venture out into the world, you may now find yourself paying closer attention to creatures, objects, and patterns that you encounter. You may wish to start a symbolism journal where you document your encounters and impressions and what your intuition tells you that they mean. For additional information about the myriad methods of divination, please check out the growing Juno library. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment on my videos, and ring the bell for notifications. I'm so grateful for your support. Thanks for tuning in, and I invite you to tune into Juno again soon. Bye.